We have a fantastic business that lies ahead of us, good numbers, 10,000 site, 5 years, 250 million target revenue in 5 years. But aside of this, we're changing people's lives. We're bringing something new to the planet.
Welcome back. Francis Létourneau joins me now. He's the CEO of NuRAN Wireless, trades on the CSE under the symbol NUR, and in the United States under the symbol NRRWF. Francis, welcome back.
Thank you for having me, James.
Francis, it is a pleasure. Okay, so Francis, we're following the story now quite closely. You put out a corporate update today, which announced, among other things, that you were debt-free. So why don't we start there? What is the significance of that? What is the benefit to incoming shareholders?
Yeah, so by the way, carrying this convertible debenture was not appropriate for the company, especially that it has some senior security that was coming with that. And since we're seeking debt coverage for our projects, we needed to clean that up from our books. And it's done now, so we can carry on, and we have all ammunition in our pocket to get going with the commercial banks in Cameroon, DRC, everywhere. And also we have started engaging with development banks, large development banks that have more knowledge on the type of projects that we have. They have more friendly terms for the type of project we do. They understand Africa. They understand everything. So that was, in my opinion, a step that we needed to take forward. And by the way, that was a suggestion that was done by Don Ross that everybody knows on Bay Street, right? Yeah. So he said, "What do you do with that?" When we did the roadshow, we met with Don. Don said, "Look, clean it up, man. You don't need it." So yeah, he was right. So it's now behind us, and we can now carry on. And the cool thing is that the people remaining in the convertible debenture were friendly to the company. Sure. So it's people that will keep and hold and wait for the future of the company.
Okay. You also mentioned that you had, as part of your rollout in the country of Cameroon, the African continent, that you had achieved 46% penetration of your available subscriber base on the first day, where you had been projecting 25%. And the question on investors' minds is that going to be sort of anomalous as a one-off surprise, or is that more in line with what is to be expected as you roll out these sites?
Of course, our sample is quite low, okay? But what we did in Ghana, the first few days of connectivity, up to 61% of the population connected to our network. So it's big. And now in Cameroon, we see 46% plus. So it's 1,545 connection out of 3,300 population in the village. So will it be the same thing everywhere? Maybe not, but it's a good sign. It's a real good sign. But the other thing is that when we build our business case and we present that to the bank and to the investors, we are extremely conservative in the number we use. So our business case and the numbers we've presented throughout the contracts that we've announced are based on that 25% penetration rate. But guess what? What we receive from the operator is a larger type penetration rate, but we'd rather aim low, achieve high than the opposite. Sure. So we go 25. Everything works with 25, and we are able to generate a 50% EBITDA from operation in Africa with those numbers. So we keep up with this, and we will just have good surprises as we come along.
Sure. And then where you are establishing these services and towers, there is no competition. So it's like if you want cell service, you go to NuRAN. Otherwise, you have no cell service.
No, in DRC, a lot of the sites that we will be deploying will be what we call greenfield, so no service at all. This one, there was competition.
Oh, okay.
Nextel was there, so you see how demanded the service is. So Nextel is close by. It's at the edge of their coverage, by the way. But Nextel is close by. Nextel is the Cameroon brand for Viettel, the Vietnamese operator. Actually.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, how many sites do you have expected to be launched in Cameroon in this year and next year?
So we're still focusing on having 120 sites going live. Right now, we're experiencing logistic problem getting batteries in the country. Everything else is there. Tower, antennas, cabling, base station, the network has been connected, the satellite dish. We have everything in country. It's just the batteries. I was explaining to you, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, about the fact that there was pallets of lithium-ion battery that burned on the tarmac of an airport in China, and that blocked everything in the summer. So that delayed the whole structure. So right now, the date we have is sometimes in November. Will we be able to achieve all our 120 sites? It's still the target, but we're still progressing. We're accumulating batteries from other countries in Africa. We will be delivering 12 more sites, and there's 4 or 5 being done this week. We have 7 or 8 that will be done next week. So we continue. We continue. We don't want to stop. And as soon as these ones arrive in country, cleared out, we're ready to go because the site acquisition has been done. The site lease agreement has been signed and negotiated with the landlord. Everything is done. So all this pre-work has been completed. So we're just waiting for the goods to get in country to go out there and done. And for DRC, no roadblocks whatsoever at this stage. It looks promising to have the 60 sites live before the end of the year, James.
Sure. So your major telecom partner in all of this is Orange, which is, I think the 3rd or 4th largest telecom company operator in the world. And Orange trades on the NYSE under the symbol ORAN. Having a partnership with such a major multinational is key to your business model. How is it that you achieved this partnership?
I happened to go to AfricaCom like in 2019, and I was not desperate, but we were like, okay, everybody tell us we have the best product out there. Everybody tell us that they absolutely need this to do coverage. But nobody were willing to pay for that. So I sat with Hervé Souquet, the CTIO of Orange at that time, and I said, what if we finance Hervé? And then the meeting that was supposed to last 10 minutes finally last an hour and 30 minutes. And the week after, I was in Paris building that new business model. So we did that in partnership with Orange. We made a model with the minimum guaranteed amount that is bankable because we've been going through a lot of discussion with different development bank, DFIs. And they were saying that our business model with DRC and Cameroon is fantastic because it removes it removes a lot of risk in the equation. And the reason why we're focusing on tier ones, of course, we will do tier twos as we go, but tier ones, they have this paying capability. We don't want to be in a situation where we're not paid by our client, right? So we want to go out there. We want to sign deals with people that are serious, that can make it work. And that's why we're focusing on Orange, MTN, Vodafone, Airtel, Move, and more to come. So sure. We will be focusing on those tier ones. Those are important for us. And Orange is extremely pleased with what we're doing when in the RFP stage with them. Still shortlisted. It's longer than expected. It's not fun. Sometimes you get frustrated because you say, I'm investing. Why is it taking so long? Those are big companies, dinosaurs company. They take forever to make a decision, but we're getting there.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, and then I was also pleased to see that that NuRAN Wireless actually qualifies as an ESG investment for wealth managers and institutional money managers because your sites are all powered by solar power and the electricity is stored in lithium-ion batteries. So these are actually very how How does that sort of impact the attractiveness of NuRAN for institutional money managers?
Yes, we're green. Our social impact is so big. We're connecting people for the first time. We're enabling new economy. You have probably heard about SDGs as well, that was laid out by United Nations, Sustainable Development Goals. So we today comply to, I think it's 11 of those, 8 of those. Our target is to do 11 by 2023.
Sure.
And it's part of our DNA. We're just like, I would say, tech APs, and we want to get things done. We have a fantastic business that lies ahead of us, good numbers, 10,000 site, 5 years, 250 million target revenue in 5 years. But aside of this, we're changing people's lives. We're bringing something new to the planet, and we also save the planet by doing what we do. So it's all pretty much aligned. And for the millennials that wants to invest in a company with purpose, we are that company with purpose.
Fantastic. Very fast-moving story. Francis, great to have an update again. We'll come back to you next week and see how you're making out. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks, James.
You bet. Bye for now.